Hi, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. My name is Anijah, and you can call me Secret. This space is where I'll be sharing my journey to self-love, healing, motherhood, and rising into my purpose. I just moved into my new apartment, and it feels like the start of a whole new chapter that I want to share with you guys. Come along. No matter what I've been through, I had to still show up for me and my child. And when I say that's the best thing I could have ever did was choosing me. Now this chapter I'm in, I'm setting the stage for my life. And when I say I genuinely am so happy that I chose me and I learned how to heal. When you put God first, everything just slowly falls together. Sometimes we have to surrender and let go of what we know to actually learn what we need in life. And that's what I took from this journey most of all. They say New York will make you or break you. And when I say I understand, I understand. If you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. And I tested myself on that theory. And look at me a year later doing better than most have ever did their whole life here. And it's nothing thanks to God, and myself for never giving up. Because when you're after something, would you set your mind on something? Everything will try to hold you back. Everything will try to bring you down. All of that. But you can't never give up. You can't give up. You just got to keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on going. Because eventually, your life is going to show for it. And it's like the one thing I had to really learn was really just, I had to learn love. I had to learn how to love myself. And loving myself consists of setting healthy boundaries and stop people pleasing and just stop dealing with things that didn't serve me. I stopped smoking. You know, I don't even drink like that. These are things like, you know, 2, 3 years ago, I would have never seen me doing. But the fact that I had the strength to do this showed me that I can do anything I put my mind to. I just had to get away from all of the noise, get away from all of the people that didn't want to see me doing good, that didn't want to see me grow into the woman I am today. And once I just was like, you know what, I'm going to put me first. That's when everything changed for me. And it's a shame everything I had to go through just to love myself. I was looking for love in all the wrong places. I dealt with horrible relationships that showed me in so many ways how much I didn't love myself. That, my mother, growing up with a narcissistic mother, you will realize like, dang, when we know in the mental conditioning in the world, we realize like, dang, it's a lot of moms against daughters, fathers against sons. And it's like we're never able to stand together because it's systematically like that. Because if we as Black people grew up on healthy love, our vision of how we see ourselves and how we see others will be totally different. But we got to go through the darkest times to find ourselves. We got to learn how to be alone. We got to learn how to love ourselves because everything has always been within. Forget looking out. We got to go within. And once I started to go within and really, really like work on how I think, how I look at things, and how I carry myself, my whole life changed in front of me. And this is all thanks to God. He showed me, hey, this is how you're supposed to do things. Not the way you knew things. But it was like the fact that I had the strength to unlearn everything I knew and relearn everything is the reason why I am okay now. And I don't regret it for the world. If if I can say anything, you know, one thing I would say is just like, as my Black women, because we have it the hardest. We have it the hardest in America and anywhere because, they turned everybody against us. Why is that? Because we give life, we nurture life, we bring balance to the world. But it's like when we don't know who we are, when we don't know how to love ourselves, that we go looking for everything outside of ourselves, so we can never truly understand our power. But the minute we decide to look within ourselves, that's when our whole life is going to change right before our eyes. We don't need nothing outside of us. Everything has always been within us. And when you learn how to nurture the queen within you, your reality will start to turn into royalty. Now, this video thing, this whole content stuff, I've been having it on my mind for a while. But you know what was holding me back? Me trying to show up as this perfect person. Me thinking, worried about what people was going to say, worried about how it's going to look. But to be able to show y'all the real me, to be able to show y'all the authentic me, I just can't give a fuck. I told myself, like, listen, I'ma just do what the hell I want to do. I can't give a fuck because I never got anywhere giving a fuck about what people think, how people feel, and how I look to others. So I'm learning how to not give a fuck. I'm learning how to embrace me and just show the world how I am, because I am love. I am the greatest expression of God in human form. I am love. I give love. I give life. And that's what I want to do to y'all. I want to encourage y'all to love yourselves. Encourage y'all to embrace your individuality and show that shit. Show the world who the fuck you are, And I want to fix the crown of my queens and my kings. But I had to start with me first. Now I want to help y'all. So come along this journey. Enjoy this, and I want to show y'all the good times, the bad times, the making it and everything. And I want to show y'all how it's done. Y'all gonna watch me build my life piece by piece, brick by brick. And I want y'all to see that if I can do it, you can do it. And I ain't grew up with a loving mom. My father wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? Like they broke up, and that's a whole story for a whole nother day. They broke up and he was lame after that. But I still found a way, because I was just one of them kids that they say is rebellious, but I say, listen here. I always had my own way. It's just people tried to dim my light when I was young. They always tried to dim my light. And I never understood why until I got alone and realized, wow, no wonder why. I'm very powerful. Like, I was taking my daughter to daycare today. And this girl, she was telling me, like, I was walking down the street rapping my music out loud because I like doing stuff like that. I don't care. Like, I don't care who hear me. She was like, I'm like, how you feeling today? She like, oh, I'm feeling great. Your energy rubbed off on me. And I'm like, that just gave me empowerment, because I'm like, you know what? I'm going to continue doing me and being that bad bitch that I always was able to be, because my good energy rubs off on others. And that's what I want to do for y'all. I want my good energy, my authenticity to rub off on y'all, because at the end of the day, I think we should do whatever we want to do to be that bitch. And that's period. And I want my bitches to understand that you're that bitch no matter what you going through. Because when I say, I done had everybody try to bring me down. Everybody. And you know what the devil sends? He sends these men to show you how much you really don't love yourself. So it's like, when it comes down to men, it's like the man you get is a reflection of how you treat yourself. So with that being said, love yourself so you can attract a man that gonna love you and love all of you, even the parts you don't like. And that's just period. I don't know how to end these videos. I'm gonna figure it out, but this is my first video and I'm ending it like that. I can't wait to show y'all how much more I have in store for y'all, because At the end of the day, I've been loving myself, but I'm ready to love y'all. I'm ready to help y'all love yourself. And I'm ready to give it everything I got. Because at the end of the day, this stop on earth is only a stop. So why not live every day like it's your last and live every day to the fullest and not let nobody take your peace? Because at the end of the day, we never know when our last day is going to be on this earth. So why not do everything you need to do? Period. Honestly, I just want to say thank you for being here, and if this message resonates with you, come join my journey, and come join my journey, and I want this to be a safe space so, I can relate to the women that really feel like they don't have a way out, that really don't know where the beginning steps to loving yourself. So, if y'all can resonate with me, I want y'all to subscribe and comment below where y'all at on y'all healing journey so we can all support each other. Bye.